Hello Lima's Farm, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I feel like talking about leadership, and I'm like, yes, we are truly reflections of our leaders. You find out that people are always complaining about the type of leadership they are having, the style of leadership their leaders are employing, and the rest of that. But truly, we are reflections of our leaders. Come to think of it, especially in my dear country, Nigeria, we complain a whole lot about what our leaders do immediately after you elect them into the office. Let's look at it from the angle that we don't really carefully select people who are to lead us for another 4 years. And at the end of the day, when we bring them to the office and they misbehave, we start complaining, what kind of leader is this? What kind of leader is that? And all. But at the same time, we fail to understand that we're the one that chose them. I like to highlight different qualities of leaders and what followers are expected to be too, so they get good leaders to represent them in all quotas, from councillorship, chairman, local government area, then you have governors, then you have State House of Reps members, then the Federal House of Reps members, and the senators, and then the president. So there are 3 arms of government. We have the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary. In all we do, we're supposed to hold all these people accountable, whatever position they are holding and all that, but we refuse to. Most of the times, we are always like, we just want to see miracle happen. We don't really work towards electing good leaders, but then we just elect leaders and want them to, by default, do the right things and the rest. So at the end of it, we fall victims. They're not doing well. We can't hold them accountable. If you have a leader, you selected a leader, for instance, you went through voting system and you decide to, like, this is the person I want to represent me in the Senate for the next 4 years. And then you're not following up, like, okay, when the guy was looking for that elective position, he came to the village, start buying onions, salt, bags of rice, and share among the people of the constituent. And then you didn't look at the qualities that he has. You didn't look at the point that, or the fact that he is suitable or he can deliver on the mandates you want to give him. You forgot that you're selling your mandate for the next 4 years. If you collect 6 kg of rice, for instance, from someone that's looking for elective position, he's investing. He gave you 6 kg of rice, gave 1,000 people 6 kg of rice. At the end of the day, all the money is spent. Once he's able to clinch that position, the next thing is you want to make his money back. It's like you're investing and you need to make profits. You get? So while we're selecting leaders, let's make sure that the first thing that comes to our mind is, don't sell your mandate for the next 4 years. Don't sell your vote no matter what. If at all you feel like, I want to sell my vote, why not? Let's do this. You want to sell your vote? Now, the new minimum wage, if you look at what the federal government is paying the NYSC core members now, okay, so you want me to sell my mandates for the next 4 years? Okay, let's do this. 33,000 naira times 12. If you do 10,000 times 12, that's like 240, 120, 360. 360, 3,000 times 12 is 36,000. That's 393,000 naira. 393,000 naira times 4. You know how much that would give you. Okay, pay me this. At least if I am to invest this money into business, if I'm a serious person, over 1 million naira should give me something I'll be using to feed myself and my family for the next 4 years. If you decide not to do well, you decide not to discharge the duties, your responsibility as a leader. So you shouldn't sell your vote, your mandate, for just a token of 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira, 6 kg of rice. Why? If you take your time to select good leader, I tell you, the leader will provide you infrastructure, facilities, basic amenities, provide jobs, boost the economy and all of that, and then you would enjoy the dividend of democracy. But when you select a leader that he invested, obviously he wants to make his money back, nothing would you get. Let's make sure that our mandate is really important. Yes, some of our leaders have succeeded in making sure that they made our people go moral bankrupt. Like, for instance, what we call Mutuwazuchi Ahausanche. You find out that the leaders already make us turn to beggars. We believe that we should go and beg for 20,000, 10,000 every day because they know that you'll come back. If you go to a politician, for instance, or one leader, and you said, I want to start a business, this is my business proposal, I've done the market survey, I've checked the feasibility studies, I've done all that, and I know that this business is what people need in this particular area, and then it's okay for me to start if I get capital. If you go there, if it's a business that's going to take nothing less than maybe 2 million, 3 million, 5 million naira capital, they won't even listen to you. If you go there to beg for 10K, 5K, they will give you. So they've made us beggars without choice. We go and beg for 20K, 30K, 100K, and the rest of it. So why not? Let's go back to our foundation and start all over if that's where the problem is. Because when you have poor foundation, definitely the building would collapse someday. So why not go back to our foundation, which is the family? You find out that families don't really live with love now. Loving your family member doesn't mean you should just provide for them. You need to give them proper upbringing. And there are lots of things you need to consider as a family member. You should train a child to know that my neighbor is my family member. If my neighbor has bad upbringing, moral upbringing, cultural upbringing, it will affect me as a person. Why not let's start looking for each other, like the one we know from before the colonial era, where we have our local chiefs, our kings take decision for us. They know everyone. They take record of whoever comes in and out of a place and all that. Why not let's go back to that same old system where we hold people accountable for their acts, for their doings, for whatever they decide to do at the end of the day. Why not let's go back to that? Let's say from the councillorship, if you heard that your councillor was given 5 million naira to create or to build road infrastructure or to take care of one building that's dilapidated and all that, you're supposed to, like, okay bro, tell us what you've done with this money. This money has been disbursed. What have you done with it? If it's a local government chairman, same thing applies. This is a local government chairman. You've been given this also money to renovate the school. What have you done? You're giving money to train youth in this environment for them to be self-reliant and all that. What have you done with it? Then you go to State House of Assembly members who make decision for the state. Get them accountable. Go to the state governor. From the state governor, you go to the Federal House of Representatives member, then the senators. From the senators, you can think about the presidency, the judiciary system, whatever. All the tiers of government that we need to hold accountable, we hold them accountable. For instance, the federal government introduced the IPPIS system, where all staff of the federal government have their record information on a system, computerized system, where you'll be able to trace when this person is paid salary to remove or eliminate the fact that people collect salaries 2, 3 times, 4 times, or one person might be collecting 10 people's salary and all that. But then some states or some staff of the federal government refuse to enter the system, the payroll system, because they feel like they won't be able to be getting the extra stuff they are getting when they are collecting the over-the-counter, the normal salary scheme stuff. So we need to hold these people accountable from all spheres. We are truly the reflection of our leaders, and we need to work hard to make sure that we hold our leaders accountable. They should know that if you don't do what you're supposed to do, it's either you get impeached. After impeachment, you face the law, and if you're to serve jail time, we make sure that you serve your jail time. So let's go back to the drawing table and make sure our leaders duly pay for what they bargain for. Like when they come and say manifestos, they don't keep to their promises. When they say manifestos during electoral campaigns and all that, they must fulfill them. They don't take promises seriously. As a Muslim, I know that if you promise, that's like a debt on your neck that you need to pay. So we need to start holding them accountable. And this is where I would like to draw the curtains of this edition of this video. Whatever you think this has put into you, it's instilled into you. If you think you've gain one or two things in this discussion, you can leave comment in the comment section and tell us what to create next. If you're just coming on this YouTube channel for the first time, make sure you like, leave your comment in the comment section, and then subscribe. Thank you very much. See you next time.